Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tep. I am glad you made it. I want to give a big shout out to the DAV, Disabled American Veterans. Thank you so much for the conversation that we had and you putting this information out on your publication. I really appreciate it. You are a solid veteran service organization, and I really appreciate you. And Brian Buckwalter, shout out to you. Great conversations with you, brother. I wanted to share this on the channel, and so let's jump into it. The DAV reached out. We had some conversations about how online content creators are really influencing the conversations that are affecting veterans, right? The idea of eliminating the I wish I would have knowns, guiding people to the right resources, not getting taken advantage of, and so forth. So I had that conversation, and now it has materialized into an actual publication and was posted on October 10th, 2024. I'm just going to read it to you. If you aren't part of the DAV, I would suggest being a member. Solid organization. You know, if you don't want to go to meetings, don't go to meetings. It does help support our voice, veteran voice, at the Capitol specifically, and in their local areas. They give back to veterans in need and help brothers and sisters out. So with that, let's jump into this. Hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. All right, so again, this is actually on DAV's website. I'm not sure if it made it in the actual hard copy publication or not, but it is on the website, and it was posted October 10th, 2024 by Brian Buckwalter. And the headline is, How Online Content Creators Are Influencing Conversations Affecting Veterans. All right, so we're just going to jump into it here. Here we go. Like many veterans, when Jason left the Marines in 1997, he felt the military's mandatory transition classes left him unprepared to navigate the complex world of veterans benefits. I was like a deer in headlights, he said, not sure where to go, not sure what to do, not sure what resources were out there. At one time, DAV benefits advocates could only attend transition classes when permitted by individual installation commanders. Jason, who asked that his last name not be used to protect his family's privacy, didn't have the chance to hear from a DAV benefit advocate and tried to navigate the process on his own. His journey, which also included time in the Army National Guard and its challenges, eventually led him to become a state employee working in the veterans benefits arena. Over a decade, he frequently heard stories similar to his about veterans not knowing where to turn to get help. All true. Jason assisted those he could, but had the idea that someone should use YouTube to share veterans benefits information to a broader audience. He said he just didn't want to be the one to do it, which is also true. So the little side note is, I had been talking about putting stuff up on YouTube with regard to veterans benefits for many, many years, and I had conversations with multiple people about it, and that they should be the face of it. I didn't want to be the face. I just knew we needed to do it. Eventually, here we are, right? So I guess if you want something to get done sometimes, right? So all right, so moving on. Let's see. No one else was doing it either, so he brought up. He bought a vlogging kit 5 years ago. He was hesitant to begin, though. So it sat in the corner of his office for 2.5 years. Also true. I bought the vlogging kit, right? Ring light, little thing camera, little, a microphone. Unboxed it and I sat it in the corner of my office and it sat there. Moving on. Goes on to say, quotation here, then I finally did a video, said Jason. Once I started, I knew that I couldn't stop because I didn't want to fail. So as soon as I did the first one, I knew I was going to have to have a follow-up, and then a follow-up and a follow-up. And it just slowly started to grow to get the word out nationally. Since Jason published his first video 2 years ago, his reach has grown steadily. He has more than 115,000 subscribers to his Veterans Info Tab channel on YouTube, and many of his videos get tens of thousands of views or more. He's no longer alone. Platforms such as YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch have ushered in an era when anyone can create content and make it instantly accessible to a global audience with as little as the technology found on a smartphone, which is also true. The low barrier to publishing has created an unfathomable crowd online space of entertainment and information sharing. Analysis done by Goldman Sachs Research estimates the online creator space is a $250 billion industry that could nearly double in the next 5 years. Despite the glut of content, some creators, sometimes called influencers, are finding ways to rise above the noise to make their voices heard in niche corners of these platforms to inform and help veterans. Parade Deck, an online network of military and veteran podcasters and content creators, is one of those ways. Your stuff is buried in billions of other pieces of content, said, I'm not sure how you say it, Ryko Player, a retired Marine colonel and Parade Deck CEO. We just provide the platform to amplify what you're saying. Player said, helping people discover these niche creators without having to sift through unwanted noise facilitates important conversations within these online communities. These conversations can be an important part of the next generation of veterans getting engaged, invested, and involved in the work DAV does. I think you all lead on policy, and then we have the discussion, Player said. The more the discussion, the clearer the policies and the issues become. We want to get someone in the conversation. For Jason, the conversations he's facilitated have garnered a large enough following that he is now a content creator full-time. He posts daily, sometimes several times a day, to his YouTube channel. He's able to generate some income by offering optional membership tiers to the page. So the membership piece is an optional thing. Obviously, I mention it. There is a small fee to become a member, but the price you pay is definitely up to you, and it really is just a way to support the channel, and I do appreciate all of you members. All right, moving on. Similar to Player's goal for Parade Deck, Jason said he wants to look out for other veterans by providing a baseline understanding of what programs and benefits are available. He doesn't offer or recommend paid coaching services or claim filing assistance. Instead, he encourages veterans to go to organizations like DAV for help, which is one reason he is a member. I am a life member at DAV, and DAV has a bunch of accredited representatives. Moving on, what we consistently do is refer veterans to an accredited representative, he said, noting that in addition to the services being free, accredited representatives' training and experience ensure people are hearing the right information applicable to their individual circumstances, which is also true. DAV, which has long been on YouTube and social media, is expanding its own online presence. One way is through outreach initiatives such as working with gaming influencers. These creators, who go by the names like at Huskers and at Bandy Streams, are connected to the military either as veterans themselves or family members of those who served. They use the trust they've gained with their audience to get DAV's name, mission, and services in front of hundreds of thousands of people. DAV also recently launched a Twitch channel. Twitch is an online platform popular with video gamers who can live stream themselves playing while chatting with their audience. DAV representatives are using this as a way to open up dialogue about DAV's free programs and services. The fact is that these conversations are happening online all the time, whether or not DAV is a part of them, said Rob Lewis, DAV Director of Communications. By joining in, we are tapping into an engaged, informed veteran audience who can better help DAV understand and respond to the issues they are most concerned about. We can also make more veterans aware of how we can help them. Jason said he hopes his content doesn't just add to the conversation, but it is also a way to get people from the online community involved in the physical community that comes with the membership in organizations like DAV. That's where he said veterans can help take care of veterans at the local level. It really is a collective. I call it the veteran sphere. Jason said, my little sign-off message is if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong, which is true. So, but now I feel like I have to say it again because now I'm going to wrap it up. So that is the article. I really do appreciate DAV. It's hard to kind of read about myself saying things, so that part's a little bit weird. But just wanted to share it. Give that big shout out to DAV. Thank you again so much, and a big thank you to Brian Buckwalter. He's a great guy, and I really do appreciate you reaching out in our conversations that we've had. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Have a great one, and remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.